Hey guys, welcome to another video. As you can see from the title, today we're doing some self-care, some healthcare, nutrition, you know, all of that good stuff, because that's the babe I'm trying to be lately. Okay, so today I'm sharing with you guys all the tips I've been using for my weight loss journey. Sure, if you do follow me on Instagram, you will have seen a lot of updates on that. So if you're not following me, make sure you're following me on Instagram. I do post a lot of my recipes, not really recipes, but the meals that I have within my weight loss, and basically videos of myself where I hype myself up before a workout. Okay, so make sure that you're following me there, because that's where I have more engagement about this. I did want to do a Q&A style about my weight loss and my diet and workout routines and all of that stuff, but I figured, you know what, let's do a YouTube video. That way we could have engagement here and there, and yeah, let's do that. I am sharing a few tips. These tips aren't really like technical stuff. It's sort of like things that lay a foundation for any weight loss journey, whether you're strict on yourself, whether you're not. It all depends on the goal that you want to achieve for yourself and your body. But these tips have really sort of like formed my journey, and what I love about them is that they're very sustainable, very easy to follow, and basically the tip here, or the big thing, is that we want a long-term weight loss, so we're not really rushing into anything. So that's what we're all about today. But I do want to also say that I'm not allowing or accepting any form of body shaming on my channel or any platform of mine. I know that it's very difficult sharing your weight loss or anything pertaining to your weight, because me, for myself, I know that's a very targeted or sensitive spot. I don't like people addressing my body in any form. So I know that people on social media are easily offensive and mean and inconsiderate. That's why for me, it was difficult for me to share my weight loss journey, because I was avoiding things like that. But at the end of the day, man, what can you do? Anyway, yeah, I'm sharing these few tips, and like I said, we're not doing any body shaming on this channel, and I don't want anyone to get a sense of pressure from this video, especially to the moms that have been DMing me on Instagram. Guys, there's no rush into your weight loss journey. There's no rush into looking slimmer or anything like that. Your whole body has just gone through a trauma and a very big change, so pace yourself. I waited at least 6 weeks before I started going to the gym, and even after that I was still avoiding core exercises because I knew I needed time to fully heal from my C-section. So please put your health and your fitness first. Like, not just about wanting to lose weight, but it's also about keeping your body safe and your mind sane. Okay, so make that a priority before you even jump into any of the tips that I'm about to share. Okay, my first tip is, like I said, these tips basically form a foundation for your entire weight loss journey, and I really want to make it clear to people that you really have to start small. And I know this might not be easy for a lot of people, because instantly when you think, I want to lose weight, you think, I'm gonna not eat, I'm gonna work out twice a week, twice a day, I'm gonna work out and do this and that, I'm gonna not eat this, I'm gonna fast. All of these crazy ideas for, I guess, a good result. But the thing is that all that energy, all that zeal, all that enthusiasm is going to wear out. Because why? It's not sustainable. You're honestly being over ambitious, because you are asking for a lot of work that your body might not even be able to handle, let alone your mental state. But there's really no need for you to then try and be a fitness guru or fitness bunny because you want to lose a bit of weight. Take some time, pace yourself, gradually learn the things that you like about your workouts, and the things that you don't like, things that you can do and things that you can't. Find new recipes for a healthy diet. Basically, everything is about learning, and with learning, you really need to pace yourself. You really need to learn these things. I have been on a weight loss journey, guys, for all my life. Like, as far as I can remember, like even in high school, I was hitting the gym, I was not eating, I was doing all these crazy diets because I wanted to lose weight. And in as much as I can say that, okay, I wasn't doing things the right way, but I'm also glad that I went through that, because now I have more insight and a better perspective of how to do things the right way, not really harm yourself or just put a lot of pressure, unnecessary pressure on yourself. So yeah, make sure that you start small. My second tip is something called the Del Boof illusion. This might be an old school type of tip, or people have normalized it. That's why no one's really talking about it. But this is about downsizing your plate or your bowl or any container that you eat out of. You put away your usual bigger plates. I'm not sure what the sizing is, but you know, your normal bigger plates, you avoid them and you go for a smaller plate. Basically what happens here is that your mind is tricked into thinking that that smaller plate is going to fill you up more than a bigger plate, because I personally, and I assume a lot of people, eat with their eyes first, and you seeing a full plate of food will automatically make you think that you're going to be full, especially if you're hungry. This has really been working magic for me. Sometimes because the smaller plate looks so full, I think that I've eaten a lot, that I end up eating half of it. And that's the key, because what happens is that scientifically they claim that you cut out or decrease at least 22% of your calorie intake. And honey, that's what you need when you're losing weight. You really want to eat a little bit less, but at the same time, you don't want to starve yourself, you don't want to like punish yourself or anything. And this is also great because let's say you're not very strict with your diet, or you don't really want to cut out the sugar and the carbs and the, you know, and all of the fats and stuff like that. This is a great tip because you don't really have to alter a diet. That's depending on your goal and what you want from your weight loss journey. But you cutting out just the amount of calories that you take in will obviously show a difference in what you, but basically what I'm trying to say is that you eating less is beneficial, because at the end of the day, you're avoiding at least 22% of your calorie intake, and that's exactly what you need. So please try that out, you guys. It really has been working for me, and it will work for you. Okay, my next tip is also a very sort of like old school tip. A lot of people might be practicing it, but I know that it's not easy to like normalize or to really make sure that you are doing this. But this is drinking water, warm water, before and after your meals. Guys, this is a very, very important tip if you want to lose weight, especially if you're like me, who has sort of like a slow metabolism. What happens is that drinking warm water after your meals or before is very good in terms of breaking down all the toxins that form into your body after eating. And what happens is that the warm water breaks it down and it's easier to digest in your body. And that's what you need when you want to lose weight. Guys, I'm sure you guys have come across people who are smaller in size and they eat a lot, but they don't really gain any weight. And that's because they're fortunate enough to have a fast metabolism, and that's why you need enhancers such as drinking warm water, and that's what will help your body break the food down, unlike drinking cold water, which actually hardens the food inside your body and makes it difficult to digest. So yeah, guys, avoid drinking cold water after your meals and opt for warm water. There's so many things that you can try. There are different teas out there. I know I'm a tea person. I love to try out different teas. My favorite is ginger, obviously green tea, chamomile. I could go on and on and on, but yeah, definitely try different teas if you don't want to just have plain old simple warm water. Sometimes I add a slice of lemon, turmeric, some ginger or cayenne pepper, and some honey. I love that mixture because it's also really great for as an immune booster, especially with the whole virus going on. Might not sit well with a lot of people, and I didn't judge you guys. I don't blame you guys. I was also a victim of this, and please stop crash dieting. Oh my god, if I could say how many crash diets I've tried, you guys wouldn't believe me. Guys from Military Diet, I don't want to mention the names because I don't want to offend anyone, but at the same time, you know, we gotta keep it real. But guys, things like military diets where it's ridiculous, guys. You're eating a toast of bread to a cup of coffee to ice cream. It's wild, and I guess it works. I haven't really gone through one and actually finished it, but hey guys. And then there's the smoothie method where you're eating smoothies 3 times a day. It's also pretty wild. I'm sure there are results out of there. I have tried that actually, and the results are there. But the problem is that, guys, this stuff is not long term. All the weight that you're going to use there, some of it might be water weight, and some of it might just be weight you're going to gain back in the next few weeks, okay? So it's really not sustainable. And the problem is that you're not teaching yourself discipline. The problem is that you're thinking that, okay, it's easy to tell yourself, Mana, okay, for the next 3 weeks or for the next month, I'm going to stay away from, I don't know, meat or solids. But your mind is programmed only for that space of time, only for that month. That's why people have things like cheat days, because your mind tells yourself, I'm gonna punish myself for the next 6 days. Then on the 7th day, I get to wild out, and that's where you gain all the weight back. It doesn't make sense for you to assume that you having smoothies for 14 days means that you're going to maintain that weight, because one thing I can tell you for sure is that you're not going to have smoothies for the rest of your life. That's a fact. You're not going to eat smoothies 3 times a day, 365 days a year. You're not going to do that. So then what are you trying to teach your brain? Yeah, you're going to lose the weight on the scale, but ultimately you're not going to maintain that, because your body isn't used to using even considerably bad meals as energy, or you digesting them well. That way it doesn't really affect your body. I think the thing with weight loss is that it's not just about fitting 2 sizes down on a pair of jeans. It's not about the numbers on the scale, but especially for us bigger or full-figured women or people in general, you really need to train your body on the inside, what to do with food, because that's where the clash is. Your body doesn't really know how to break down food and digest it well. Your body reacts easily to certain types of food. That's where you get sugar stretches and stuff like that. So that's what you need to work on. One thing I can tell you guys, that in this particular weight loss journey that I'm in now, there's a lot of research that you have to do. Like, research is what is going to sort of like make the journey exciting for you as well, because you get to learn new things, especially in terms of the diet aspect. You learn new recipes, you're discovering more mixtures, and your taste buds are learning new things and starting to enjoy new things. Guys, it's so wild, and I know a lot of people won't believe me, because I know my family doesn't believe me, but every time I make a healthier meal with no fat or no oil, no sugar, no meat, they don't understand how I'm enjoying that. But that's the thing. That's the things that you need to find out. Those are the things that you need to learn. It's not about a quick fix. It's not about a super pill or some strict, no boundary barely breathing type of diet where you have to do everything for a spaced amount of time, you lose the weight, and then all of a sudden you go on back to your old habits. Like, it doesn't make sense. So guys, stay away from crash dieting, please, 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 please. Honestly, there's nothing that is going to save you more than eating healthy and working out. That's all you need to know in terms of weight loss. I know that a lot of people can share their journeys and stuff like that, but at the end of the day, we have different bodies, different strokes for different folks. That person might have reacted well and been able to maintain her weight after, or his weight after crash dieting. You might not. So you might really need to consider that. Okay, my next tip, this is also a very important one, because it also plays as a foundation for the rest of your weight loss journey, or the entirety of, let's say if you start today, these are things that you need to apply now. And the nice thing is that these things are not difficult. None of these things are impossible or sound like things that you cannot do. That's what I enjoy about it, that I don't feel like I am changing who I am or changing my life. It's just about the small changes that will give me great results. My next tip is the 80-20 rule. You know what, guys, as I'm listing these things, I'm realizing that these things are things some of you guys know, but I guess it's not easy to commit to, because it seems like they wouldn't work because they're so simple. But the 80-20 rule, guys, really works wonders. And this means 80% diet and 20% workout. Personally, for me, in terms of workout, I do not want a weight loss journey that has nothing to do with working out. That's just not what I want for myself. I enjoy working out. I enjoy the sweat. I enjoy the burn. I enjoy being active. Yes, I'm not the fittest person in the world, nor am I, a gym fanatic, but I enjoy activity. I enjoy, and the nice thing about working out is that you get better and stronger, and I just enjoy that journey. So I do not want a weight loss journey without being active. I know a lot of people are always like, I want to lose weight, but I can't work. I don't want to gym. I don't want to exercise. I don't want to do this. My sis, I don't know what to say to you, but you're playing yourself. But this is why I'm mentioning this particular tip, because it only requires 20% working out. This means that you don't have to go ham. You don't have to go full throttle every time you're working out. You don't have to overwork yourself, because again, it goes back to that starting small rule. You will eventually get tired of working out. That's for most people. I know a lot of people, such as myself, I enjoy working out, as I've said, so I can work out whenever I want to. But some people are not really fans of being active. That's why this rule is very flexible for those people, because you don't really have to push yourself to the limit. Basically, it's about working out at least 3 times a week, which is not really much. I mean, we're on lockdown now. You can find workout routines at home or do some outdoor activity only 3 times a week, and then you can rest for the rest of the week. You can really amp it up a little bit and say 4 times a week. Then you can have the rest of the week as a rest period. Then you go back into your 4-day routine. This is very easy, you guys. You don't really feel like you are pressuring yourself, and because you're just only doing home workouts, you're not overworking yourself, which is what I guess a lot of people hate. You're working at your own pace, just making sure you get that sweat in, you get the activity. You feel lighter, guys, after working out, trust me. And you just make sure that you do not play tricks with your diet. That's why it's important now, the eating part of it, because at the end of the day, you need both of these things. You can't lose weight if you're eating whatever and then working out in the gym. At the same time, you can't work out at the gym and eat nonsense, like or eat less and just not work out. At the end of the day, you need both parties to work into action. That's why the 80-20 rule is the best fit. Okay, the next tip is the very famous, very notorious, the girlies love her, and this is what we call intermittent fasting. A lot of people are doing this method, and why? Because it works, guys. This is about scheduling your meals and just putting sort of like a circle of your eating time and your fasting periods. This is very important if you want to start eating less. It's hard, guys. It's hard. I tried to get my brother and my mom into it, and it failed. Like, they didn't even last the first day. But that's the thing, you need to be patient with yourself. It gets hard, I think, the first week, but within the second and the third and the following weeks, it becomes a lot easier. My personal schedule is not as strict. Like, I'm not like a hardcore intermittent fasting babe, but I just make sure that I eat my first meal by 11 or later, and then I'll have my last meal before I have my last meal around 6-7, but I don't eat after 7. That's my version of intermittent fasting. I know there's a lot that you could find on the internet about eating schedules. They do have schedules that are prescribed for weight loss, but I think at the end of the day, it's all about the version that you make for yourself. This helps a lot with you disciplining yourself into eating less, and basically you just have to be strict on yourself, because this thing is hard. Like, I'm trying not to even snack in between. Maybe I'll have popcorn or an apple, but or just stick to my warm water and stuff like that. But within your eating periods, I don't think this means you need to go ham or wild out, but you can, obviously, depending on the goals that you want. I feel like if you use all the tips that I've given you, ultimately you will lose weight, whether or not you're eating salads or you're having your regular meals. Because one thing you're monitoring is how less you're eating. You're also watching your calorie intake. You're also breaking down your food to digest it well. You're exercising. Like, I feel like all of these things will work out at the end, regardless of what diet you're on. That's why I live by them. Okay, my last tip is also a very popular one, also quite difficult for a lot of people, and that's cutting out carbs and sugar. I don't think there's an escape from this, honestly. If you want to lose weight, this is not to say that all carbs are bad, all sugars are bad. It's again the research thing. You really just need to find alternatives for everything. At the end of the day, now I might be on a weight loss journey now, but I am not gonna swear not to ever have pizza, not to ever have a burger, not to ever have fried chicken. But for the time being and for the journey that I'm in now, I have to sort of like put those things on the side, and of course find better alternatives to all the things that I love and I enjoy. And again, you need to watch your portions. A cheat meal is not necessarily a bad thing. A lot of people, it makes life easier if they do get cheat days. I'm trying to avoid those because I think for me it becomes a mind thing. If I tell myself that I'm easier on myself or I am finding loopholes, it'll then create a bigger monster. So I'm trying to avoid cheat days, or if anything, not make them cheat days, but I'll have one thing that I like or want to at that moment, and not devote an entire day into cheating and eating anything that I want to eat. But yeah, guys, try and substitute your sugar with fruits or honey. That's also a better alternative. And with your carbs, try to find different carbs that are healthier, like sweet potato or couscous. Try to find alternatives to replace your regular rice and potatoes and stuff like that. Again, it's all about research, and you can do all of these tips, you guys. It depends on the goal that you want to achieve yourself. I know that I'm giving myself the whole year, guys, for my weight loss journey. That's why I'm not being overly technical or like trying these ridiculous things, because I know that I'm giving myself the whole year, and with the pace that I've been going, I've been seeing really great results. So I don't see anything wrong with just keeping it, you know, going, and just consistency, guys. Like, being consistent is the primary thing if you want to lose weight. Actually, if you want to achieve anything, you just have to be consistent. So consistency shouldn't even be a chat, because it's just something that you cannot compromise. If you want to lose weight, you gotta keep my mom disturbed me a little bit, but basically we've covered everything that I wanted to cover. Let me know in the comment sections what you guys think about these tips. And again, do follow me on my Instagram, because that's where I have more engagement about this. Yeah, guys, what have you been trying? What do you believe in? Have you tried these? Do they work for you? Let me know anything in the comment section. Otherwise, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys in my next video next week, or maybe I might surprise you guys and give you a video this week. Yes, no, we don't know. We'll find out next time on Dragon Ball Z.